All right. Hey, it's Ravsav, and I am here to talk in a very unscripted format about the 170-day grind. So, 50 days ago, after a pretty poor tournament at Temple Smash 135, I got really angry about the game, and I decided, yeah, I'm sick of being bad. So, I want to really give myself one final push to get good. So, what I have done for the last 50 days is I've played the game every day in some capacity. This can include VOD review, training mode drills for 20 minutes, playing against CPUs and just practicing really basic things, friendlies, and of course tournaments. And whenever I played, I made an audio recording much like this one every single day. Here's what I've learned so far across my 50 days. The biggest thing is confidence, and a consistent game plan is key. I've been able to take myself from basically always being out of a set to at least having a chance against most players, and being able to, at the very least, if I didn't deliver in main bracket, I delivered in an amateurs bracket, as I have produced a 2-2 record in every Amis bracket since I started the challenge. With the worst placement I got was, I think, 9th at the end of an era, Amis bracket. But really, it's this consistent practice and recording myself, and then being able to listen back and understand, hey, this is how you go about becoming a really strong player. It's a consistent practice and working on one thing at a time and really honing it, asking for advice, and just going again. And there's been some mental challenges. I have certainly gotten a little mad at myself a few times, but I've always been able to bounce back, and I've had ways around it. And that's what has been good. It's putting this down as, oh, this is my final chance to get good, seems really daunting, but the main thing is just, yeah, I am sticking to a process, doing at least something every day to keep my mind ticking over, no matter how little or how big it is. It's been going well. Now, obviously, at day 50, there's some things that are a bit weird. Like, I haven't gone to a tournament in 16 days, and by the time I go to RMIT Games Day, it will have been 17, 18, 19... 20, roughly a 20-day gap between tournaments, which will be interesting to see how I go. But I am optimistic that I'm going to pick up where I left off, as I've been able to go from someone who is just completely out of sets to now being like, oh, I'm competitive and I know what Corin does well. And it's just now working out a few of the kinks that can really worry me against half-decent players. But there's been some good progress. One of the biggest was getting second place at an Amis bracket at Swanston 15. And getting a win on VT Pooks, even if he did go Meta Knight, was a really huge achievement. And while I'm not necessarily that much closer to any of the goals, except for probably the winning an Amis bracket goal, I'm along the way. And I don't know if it'll happen between day 50 and day 100, but it has been a good journey of self-improvement, and it shows that repeating a simple process yields results. And I am excited to see what this phase, so phases are split up into 34-day chunks to have 5 phases across the 170 days. And it'll be really cool to see where I am at in another 50 days, see what it looks like at day 100, because honestly, I have no idea whether it's going to be like, if I'm going to be like making significant steps, or it's just more like small incremental steps. But I definitely feel more confident in my play, and I'm able to better pinpoint what I'm doing wrong, and that's really good. I'd like to thank people who've helped me a lot. Lime and VT Pooks are 2 people who I've grinded with a lot that have been able to push me really far, and I really appreciate that. there was probably a week period where I played 100 to 120 games of friendlies with Pooks, and it has done wonders because he plays so fast that it requires me as a player to constantly up my skill, or I'm just never going to keep up, regardless of the character he plays. It's really interesting. And yeah, the overall feeling at day 50 is I've made some good steps to get myself to a competent level, and now it is taking that next step. I earned a pop-off. Let's see, in these next 50 days, am I going to earn a really big win? Or am I going to finally win that first Amis bracket? And if I can do that, I'm going to feel amazing because I've already made so much progress. And even though it sucks to be stuck in this like 0-2, 1-2, 2-2 pit, I got to do my time in Amis and the growth will come. It will happen, and there will be a time where people will be like, whoa, what happened to Ravsav? When did he get good? And that's what I want. I don't like putting too much time pressure, even though the whole challenge is a time pressure thing. But I know I will be able to, at some point, be able to just knuckle down and be like, yep, I'm going to improve. And it's not about putting importance on every single tournament. It's about the process and really just trusting the process. And that's what I've seen so far. And I hope as I go into summer, where I'll have more time for tournaments, I'm able to trust the process further and get some good results. And yeah, those are all the thoughts on the challenge so far. That's 50 days knocked over. Here's to 50 more. And here's to the full 120 that we have left after this. Ravsav out.